Hello again. The mental health explosion. The last 2.5 years has seen not only an explosion, but a devastating projected long-term rise in the mental health of a mass of people, which is likely to continue for decades. Unfortunately, the vast majority of citizens who are luckily spared the dark and disturbing aspects of depression and hopelessness couldn't care less for these sufferers, the I'm all right Jack syndrome. If we think about those contemplating suicide, we find it difficult to appreciate the depths to which these unfortunate people have sunk. Imagine it for a moment. Someone has reached a point where their psyche is telling them death is the only way out. The level of loneliness must be overwhelming to reach such a point. If we consider who is to blame for this real and fabricated pandemic over the last 30 months or so, it is obvious to the logical and awake in society who the perpetrators of this situation are. Government, the pharmaceutical and media companies are equally responsible. They have peddled doom and gloom and made this level of depraved information seem as though it's the only thing there is and will be in our lives for the future. Fortunately, many of us can see through their Machiavellian plots. Some whose mental state is not so robust cannot discern the lies and manipulation being fed to them. Many will sink into depression, and many will decide to take their own lives, sadly. Seeing no way out of the maze of unrelenting despair, pushed into every single minute of their already fragile lives. How utterly morally ruthless is anyone who involves themselves in that? At this moment, government, pharmaceuticals, and the media believe they are sacrosanct and can get away with anything. They are involved in many aspects of genocide, unrelenting in the pure evil of their diseased minds. There is an old expression, what goes around comes around. And in this case, the comes around is coming just as quickly as their efforts over the last 2.5 years to control us. They will pay the ultimate price for the death and destruction they've caused. If there is one set of people we should help and ensure are protected, it's those suffering the devastation of their mental health. They can be, should be, and hopefully will be defended against the unremitting, planned attack on their psyche.